Hey everybody, it's Tom Sommers with Coldwell Banker Burnett. Thanks so much for tuning in again. Today I want to talk to you about whose market is this anyways. I was having lunch today with a good friend Paula, who's also a realtor. We were discussing, the spring market coming up in the Minneapolis-St. Paul metro area and what we think our challenges as agents is going to be. And one of the things we kept talking about is the situation of whose market is this and how do we work with inside that market. The easy answer is it's a seller's market because, well, you simply have a situation where there are very few homes for sale in a lot of these areas and you have a lot of buyers. We're seeing a lot of homes go for more than list price. We're also seeing a lot of them go in multiple offers. Now, just because you're a buyer in this type of market doesn't mean that you have to give up all of your control. So one of the ways that you can keep control of your situation is to be prepared and have a plan. You want to sit down and really make sure that you understand how the process of home buying works. You want to understand the market from the value standpoint, meaning that if I show you 10 houses, after a dozen or so, you should be able to go in and say, okay, well, God, this one looks really, really overpriced compared to the last 5 or 10 we've seen because of lack of updates, location, whatever it might be. And on the other hand, you can say, wow, this one is really fairly priced because considering everything else we've seen, this one has all the updates we want and the price is still reasonable. So by knowing that, it gets rid of the indecision and concern you have by not knowing the market. The other part is making sure that you understand what your financing is. What are you comfortable with? What can you afford? Where do you want to be? So that when you're looking for a home, you're looking for a home that suits your needs in your price range, and you're not looking for a home that's $25,000 or $30,000 more than what you're going to spend, because inevitably, especially in this market, it's going to be very hard to get a seller down that type of money to make it fit into your financial budget. So by keeping you tied into the area and the price point with the amenities you want, you're going to skip seeing a bunch of stuff that really doesn't apply to you anyways. So if you come into a house and I show it to you and you're like, wow, this has got everything we need, hopefully by that point you will have all that other stuff set up and you go, okay, I know how to move forward. You can write the offer and get the house to avoid the multiple offers or all of the other hassles that go along with this type of a market for a buyer. I think the biggest mistake that people make is they don't know the market well enough. They don't get out there and look. So what ends up happening is when they do come across the right house, by the time they make the decision, well, 5 other people have come across that same home, especially if they've looked at the 10 other homes that you don't like for one reason or another, and then they write on the house, they get it, and you lose out. There are a lot of sellers that aren't looking for multiple offers because multiple offers isn't always the best situation to be in. They're just looking for someone who's going to pay them a fair price for their home, make it as hassle-free as possible, and avoid all kinds of extra drama. So if you find a seller like that and you can get it for a reasonable price, then you have confidence to move forward. So again, this all ties back into sitting down with a real estate agent to start this process. You want to avoid just hopping into a car with someone and driving around after you've had the first set of conversations about what it is that you as a buyer are looking for. I think the other piece of it too is you want to make sure that you're represented the right way and that they understand what you're looking for, because that agent is going to be someone who's going to help you to accomplish this. I hope this was helpful. It was what was on my mind today. Thanks for tuning in and watch for me. I make these at least once, twice a week. You can find them on Spreaker, you can find them on YouTube, and also on my business Facebook page, Tom Sommers. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.